Boo. Okay, so here we are again. Oh, we've got our little chat thing as well, which is useful because I export these videos to YouTube, so it's good to have the chats, but it's tidy and they do disappear after a little bit. We'll see how it goes today and how it all looks. Episode 2 might be out 2025. Are they doing it in episodes? If it does if you were born in the 80s. Yeah, I was born in the last year of the 80s. So yeah, I am an 80s. Well, I'm a 90s baby, really. I don't think I can count as an 80s one. I was born right at the end of the 80s. At least the Crash Team Racing remake is out next month. Crash Team Racing's getting remade. Oh my god, guys. That was my childhood game. That was because I didn't grow up with Nintendo. I was a PlayStation girl, so Crash Team Racing was my racing game. That was my game. I also liked the Chocobo racing game as well. It was also one I liked. That adorable little Chocobo was in that game. Medieval? What's medieval? Is that... I want to know now. I've not heard of that one. Hi Pam, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good Friday. One game I need in my life is Cyberpunk. And I know that everyone's saying that, and it's nothing like different to what everyone's saying, but like The Witcher 3 is like one of my favourite games of all time, so, and I've put like almost 300 hours into that game, so I think I'm definitely looking forward to Cyberpunk. Oh, a PS hack and slash third person. Such memories. I can't believe I don't know. The only medieval I know is Sims Medieval. I'm silly. I need to get with it. Okay, guys, so what did we do last Friday? It's like I forgot the last thing that I actually did on stream now, because I have been doing bits and bobs off stream this week. We didn't solve the flower problem. We tried a Doodads plugin, and there's a few flaws with it, so I am going to attempt to do something very interesting today. And it's I'm gonna have to be brave to do this, and I don't know how it's gonna work, how well it'll work, but we can at least attempt it. And that is parallax mapping, because I am struggling to do it completely with tiles. If I was to do parallax mapping, what I would probably do is do most of it with tile sets, like I have done, but then just do all the extra detail stuff like flowers and things that can't be done on tiles on parallax mapping. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it yet, but I'm definitely going to try it today and see how it goes. If it works, then we might do it. Yay, parallaxing is awesome, but it takes a heckin' amount of work, yes. And that's what I'm nervous about, because the whole nature of this project is like I'm trying to make it be fast-paced, more fast-paced than the average game dev project, and that's because it's kind of like a storytelling thing that we're doing together, and it'd be nice for it to not be slow-paced because of the nature of it, but if I can get the hang of it, it might not be too bad. I feel like I'm spending more time fussing about how to get it like working without parallaxing anyway. So nothing wrong with trying and having a little experiment. I did watch a tutorial on YouTube, so I'm going to take that into account and have a go. And other than that, what else? Let me just have a look. I've made a list, so I'm going to have a peek at it again to remind myself what I've got to do. Oh yes, the battle system. If you remember last week, we picked the enemies that was what we did. We picked the enemies that we were going to have on this field. We voted on a poll, and I've got the results somewhere, so I'll get them up in a sec. I haven't posted it on Twitter yet, though. I will do. So I'll probably start adding those enemies into the database and on the map as well as sprites. So we're going to have to find some good sprites to match the look of those enemies. I've also been messing about with the UI of the battle system. I downloaded a plugin called by Mog Hunter. Not sure if you guys who use RPG Maker know those plugins, but they're like battle system UI plugins. And I found they're pretty cool. I think someone mentioned them last week. I think it was you actually, that mentioned Mog Hunter. And at first I was unsure because I thought, are they going to be compatible with Yanfly? But I believe they are, because they're just like a visual plugin more than anything. So I don't think it's going to cause problems, I hope, with the Yanfly battle plugins. It's the ones that I've already got so far don't seem to be a problem with it, so we'll see. Mog Hunter's an awesome weeb. Yeah, weebs are cool. Gotta love weebs. And yeah, I just really like the fact you can customize it too. And I've got I downloaded one of his UIs, but I'm kind of making my own version from it in a way. So yeah, the battle system's a mess at the moment. I'm going to show you guys and you'll see why it's a mess. The HP bars are like going off the sides of the box map, because last night I was in the middle of modifying it all, and then I had to go to bed because it was like 3 AM. So, so yep. Yep. I need to finish that off, and other than that, I think those are the main two things. Get the flowers down, some parallax mapping on this map and see how it works. Get the enemies on the map as well. Also, I need to do the mini map for this section, and we will have the enemies as well on that mini map. Probably a little red circle or something to show where they are. And then it would be just like making sure that the playable character we've got is able to like kill them out easily, and we get the balancing right and stuff. And after that, yeah, there's a few bits and bobs to do. Need to still do map 3 as well, but I want to, before we move on to map 3 and the quest and whatever the boss battle's going to be, or I'm not sure if we're going to have the boss battle on screen 3 though. We'll probably have that on the screen, the last screen of the dungeon probably, because be a bit soon, yeah. But boss battles are always at the end of dungeons mostly. So yes, we're going to start some parallax mapping, although I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. This will be a real experiment in the stream. So I'm going to get Photoshop up. I had some massive lag on my computer today when I opened OBS. And it's the memory that's the problem, I think. But well, I don't know. CPU and GPU seemed fine. You're probably going to need Orange Map Shot plugin to take screenies of the maps in full resolution. Oh yeah, because what I was going to do was save the image with right clicking, and I remember you saying actually that it's not good quality. Oh, here we go. Widescreen. Yeah, I remember you saying it's not the best quality doing that. So yes. So what is Orange Map Shot plugin? I'm going to Google that. We're having a little bit of problems at the moment, as you can see. And that's because we're opening Photoshop, and my computer isn't doing too good today. It's very laggy. So, there we go. Anyway, I'm going to Google that. Google Chrome is dying on me. You know what? I'd love to have different colours of this bear one. So I do have a white one as well. That one's in the wash at the moment. Okay, I found it. This plugin will export the map to image files. The images will be created map shops folder and the same folder where the game exe is. Okay, cool. So it's easy. Also, can't make super huge maps with parallax, and since when using overlay images, it will give tons of lags if the images are too big. Okay, so thing is, I am kind of making sure we have a limit on the size of the maps. I'm forced to anyway because of the mini map that we've got. We can't have the maps be too big because of the nature of the whole mini map feature thing I've got. So I'm limited to have the maps at this size. Would that be too big? Because I'm not going to ever make them larger than that. Every single map for Everbloom Forest I've done is that size. And I'm going to keep it to that with all the maps, I think. But some of the other ones, like in the shops, will be smaller. Yes, I'm not really a fan of huge maps because... especially with doing the whole on-screen map enemy thing, we don't want too many events on one map. And the bigger the map is, the more events you're going to have, and that'll cause lag as well. The lag would only start to show on things bigger. So your maps are chill. Awesome, yeah. This is only 60 by 40, so we're good. Definitely. So, yeah, I'm gonna consistently stick to this size for the majority of maps, and they won't be bigger than this. If anything, the ones that are different will be smaller. But yeah, Lakefall is the same size as the Everbloom Forest first map and the second and the third. It's only the shops that have got smaller maps. So yeah, we'll keep it consistent. Just makes it easier. Okay, that's good to hear, because that was one thing that put me off the parallax mapping. I thought, it's going to lag, isn't it? It's going to... But I looked into it. I was thinking over the week. I thought maybe I should just go for it. I thought maybe I should just do it. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's get this plugin first before we open anything up in Photoshop. So first goal. It's going to be a little bit slow because it's being very slow today, so I'm going to be a slow one. Okay. Dav, oh my goodness. I just got my... Oh my god, my stream's
is the best.
Dave, thank you so much for the sub. That is 90 months. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll wait for it. I'll be patient. I need to sort out my computer. It's so dead. Makes me sad. Silly computer. Rose is the best. Thank you, Dav. You're the best. How are you doing anyway? How have you been? Me and Mog appreciate you for the support. Thanks for being amazing. And I hope that your Friday is treating you well. I'm going to give you some height, Dav. I'd love to see some height for Dav in chat. Love that emote. Okay. To be honest, I think the cause of the lag then was probably the stream alert. Stream alerts seems to be lagging sometimes, and I'm not sure why it does that. I'm good, been having a relaxing week. Awesome. It's good to hear. What have you been doing? Have you been playing any games, watching anything awesome, or just sleeping? Sleeping's good. Okay, so this plugin is saved. Let's open it up. It said it's a very simple plugin. I'm going to have to read the instructions again though. Also, do you like Bear Rose, Dav? It's been some time since Bear Rose has been on stream. Oh, I've already got some of this guy's plugins. Okay. This plugin will save a picture of the entire map on a map shot folder when you press a key. What key though? Quality on 70 now. Need to be on 100. $44 is the code. No, thank you. It's too much of a hassle to press 4 twice. Okay, I wonder if this is going to work. Okay, so I pressed the key. So it should have saved it in a folder somewhere. I'll open the folder and see. I don't know if that's going to work though. Maybe I have to put the folder there myself. I'm going to have to read the instructions again. By default, it's set to print screen. You need to be in the game. Oh no! It will do the whole map though, yeah. I didn't realise that to be in the game. I thought I could just do it from the editor. Okay, so is there anything else I need to set up first before I go in the game? Do I have to put the folder there myself, or will it be automatic? Also, if print screen is what code 44 is, then that's fine. I'll change it back. I actually thought that meant I had to put 44 in myself. I'm gonna say. Oh no. Okay, here we go. It says it's gonna be in map shots, but I can't see that folder anywhere unless it'll do it automatically when I press it. It'll be auto. Yay! Okay. Let's start then. Okay. Is there no music on again in the background? Did I pause it? I think what happened was Chrome crashed, so the music crashed as well. Thank you for the retweets, peoples. I hear music, yay! Did you click apply when you changed that just now? It looked like you just clicked OK. Oh, I don't know what I need. Does OK... Hang on. Doesn't OK like mean apply? I always thought it did. I just thought that's what it did. OK generally was apply. Like it did the same thing. Okay, right, we'll start a game. I'm going to have to mute the audio a sec though, because, yeah, the game music's going to come on full blast, as it always does. To put my earphones in so I can mute it. I would think the same thing, but then why is there an apply? But I know, right? That is actually interesting. Like, why have an apply button if OK means apply? But yeah, I've never had. I think I'd have figured out by now that that OK wasn't applied. I'd be like, hang on, why didn't that plugin save? But yeah, it is interesting why they decided to have the apply button. Japan logic. More extra UI to get us all confused. That's what it is, isn't it? These headphones are literally broken. All wires coming out and everything. I'm going to get electric shock. Have you ever had an electric shock? Has anyone ever had one before? I've had a mini one. Like quite a serious mini one, but only a little one. Okay, right, is this music on? I don't think it is, so it's fine. We can leave the Final Fantasy background music on. Here we go. Stop crashing, please. Computer. Computer. That's a much better word than computer. Okay, so normally I'd you do the controller, but because I've got a press print screen, might as well just use keyboard for now. I've just put a save point in the Everbloom Forest just for quickness now. Might have had that there last stream too. It's not gonna make the save point and events be there, is it, when I print? I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I guess we'll just have to look and see. I'll press print screen anyway. Okay, I could show you guys the battle system right now if I run into the slime, but I kind of don't want to because it's so messy. Like, the UI is all over the place at the moment. I would have loved to have finished it last night, but I would have been up till 6 AM or 7 AM or something if I did that. Okay, so it should have worked. Let's have a look. Pardon me. Yay, map shop's folder is up. You better work. You better work good, map shop. At least it's not Pixel Game Maker Envy or whatever it is. The UI in that thing is beyond a render. It makes Blender look like a masterpiece. What's Pixel Game Maker like then? Is it literally just... What sort of genre games is it for? Like, what's the difference between that and RPG Maker? Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know what's with my computer today. It's like the most like it's ever actually been. On other streams that we've done when doing this, and we've had Photoshop open and all sorts open, but it's managed okay. Wonder why some days it's worse than others. Alright, so we're going to open it in Photoshop, see how it looks. We'll turn off the game. Makes platformers more easy. Oh, okay, so it's for platform games. Awesome. It's a shame that the UI sucks for it. Is that it in the picture you sent? Insanity. Oh my goodness. My head hurts just from looking at that. Okay. Okay, so... Right, I'm going to have to do it again because the slime is there and so is the save point. The character isn't there though. But it is a much better quality than saving the map, I agree. But there's let's get Photoshop up because you guys can't even see. So I'm talking to myself and it's not even up. Photoshop, where are you? Gasp, this onesie is cute as F. What the hell? Hi Huckle, how are you doing today? It's so good to see you. Yes, this is an awesome onesie. I used to wear it on stream quite a lot, but it's been a while since I've worn it. I mean, I just felt like wearing it today. I thought I want to wear my bare onesie today. It's been so long. And I kind of regretted it because it was really warm. But now I've cooled down, so it's fine. It's fine now. I'm not sweaty anymore. Okay, so here's Photoshop, and it's not too bad quality, but the slime and the save point are there, so we're going to have to delete them and go back. But there's a few little things that parallax mappings will be useful for. Like things like this. We can fix those little mistakes. You can still get we can get it working. It's going to be a little bit harder work, but it might pay off in the long run to getting things looking more pretty. So let's just go back in the game, and we're gonna have to delete those events. I'm gonna get them back okay though, aren't I? I don't want to make some goofball mistake, delete them, and then I can't get them back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this little slime here on this other map for now, on the save point, just in case I can't get them back. Okay, problem is though, I take it I'll still be able to open the game, even though there's no save point. Like this will soon tell us if we will or not. Rose Rain sweating a onesie. What face? I know. Sweaty Rose doesn't have a ring to it though. Sweaty Betty. Oh yeah, the only sad part about the parallaxing is water. Not animated unless you leave the area where the water is still mapped in the editor and delete it from the image. Yes. The YouTube video I watched talked about how to deal with the animated water, and I am going to have to watch that bit again because it's a little bit confusing, but there is a way around it. That's the main thing. Okay, here we are. Yay, print screen. Awesome. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I will still use tiles. That did save it, right? I will still be using tiles quite a lot, I'll be doing the majority of the map on tile sets, and parallaxing will just be the kind of add detail at the end kind of thing that I'll be doing. So we'll see how it goes. I still don't want to make a final decision, but if this works with the flowers and it's not too difficult to get in the game working good, then we'll definitely go for it. Because I see no other real solution for the flowers other than making tile sets of them, but it honestly messes with my head how to get them working with tile sets. Okay, so this should be the right one. Update. Yay! Oh my gosh, where are we going to begin then? Let's get Photoshop up. I don't want this frame animation thing. Go away. Close. Okay, so I really like the map, and as for editing, it's probably only going to be the flowers that I'm going to really do in this parallax mapping, but I won't rule out that in the future, who knows, maybe I want to add a little bit of difference to the map, but we'll see, because I'm quite fond of this map, in all honesty. There's not too much I'm not happy with, apart from these little silly bits here that we can actually sort out right now. I was actually thinking, how can we like solve this other than just put a bush in the way or something? But it's pretty hard to hide when when it's at the edge like that. I don't know why it went all the way down there. Okay. So those of you that don't know and are wondering what I'm doing, this parallax mapping thing, to put it simply, all it is further editing on the map in another program that is an RPG maker. Just to go over those like little fine details, it's useful for that. And just things like putting a shadow on the bridge and that, and things like that will probably help too. Okay, so should we try the flowers? Oh my goodness, I'm nervous. We gotta get these flowers looking good. Yeah, I wonder how we're gonna do it as well, because we got a tree here. So what we're probably gonna have to do actually is this. Let's just open the tile set. We got the one with the trees on it. The one with the flowers on it is it this one? Yep, it is. This one, but we also need the one with the trees on, because we will have to put another tree on top of the ones that the flowers cover, if you get what I mean. So I'm going to also open that tile set, but I'm not sure what that one's called, so I'm going to have a peek in RPG Maker to see. Oh yeah, the only sound. Oh yeah, I've read that bit. The greatness of parallax mapping, fixing the little details. Yeah, you need to remove the trees, make a copy of the map, and remove the treetops, but then have another map with the tops only. Yes, because you need to like the whole like the passable stuff, like what you can walk over and what you can't walk over, will be done with the region little tiles, won't it? Because I think Yamfly's got a plug-in to do with regions that allow you to pass, you know, if you know what I mean, I hope. So I'll be using that plugin, and for like things like where I going that need to be on top of me, like the trees, I have to have as an overlay, don't I? So I have to make a separate image for that. So it's a little bit of fussing around, but I think it'll only, once I get into the swing of it all, it will only add like a couple of extra hours on to my you know, it's not really, it'll be worth it in the end, I think. Okay, so I was gonna look at what the tree tile set is called. Open. Okay, so it's the Forest Assets by Maru. That's what the tree ones are. Okay, so we've got our trees here that we need to put over our map and use for the overlay, the treetops. And I don't think we need that one for anything. There's not really any SL. I see Carol the Barrel. I just realised I don't think I said Carol the Barrel's name so far in this stream or the stream before. Yeah, someone dared me not to say Carol but the Barrel's name for a whole stream, and I did it. Hooray. Okay, so let's do this flower thing. I'm nervous, guys. I can't say I'm the world's best gardener. I'm not a flower person, so hopefully, yeah, we can get this looking okay. And I did a farm on Stardew Valley, but I wouldn't say it was the most beautiful either. So have we got any flower experts in chat? Who knows good ways to make flowers look pretty? Anyone got any tips? Because we have a few flower types here. We've got these yellow ones, these white ones, these red ones, and more yellow ones, and some grass as well. So we're going to use those ones. We do have mushrooms as well up here that we could use too. But I want mainly flowers. So we will probably put some of these yellow ones around, like spread them out and then put others in between them maybe. We don't want it to look too perfect and organised, but we do want it to look pretty. You can do tiles or leave region for better stuff. Just have 2 empty tiles, one with O and one with X. Okay. Yeah, there's probably a lot of ways to do the parallaxing. There's probably some different methods and YouTube videos that show them all. My gosh, my hand's gone weird, isn't it? Right, I forgot. Is there a shortcut for this in Photoshop? I'm not sure, but if there is, I've forgot it. Yeah, and I wonder how flowery we should make this forest. Whether we should go really over the top with it and put a bazillion flowers around, or whether we should it's called the Everbloom Forest, you know, so I feel it's got to be quite foresty. But for now we're going to just experiment with this section and see what we're doing. If it looks good, we'll do it with the rest. So let's get another flower now. Oh, I forgot something really important. One sec. We need to put our grid down now. 48 by 48 grid. Oops. Although I wouldn't say for the flower section that isn't like vital because it don't matter. But it's nice to have it there anyway. So is it under the preferences? I think it is. Grids, guides, grid and slices. Yeah, grid line every 48 pixels. Oh, so I think it's already set on that, which I'm not surprised at because we've had to do it for other things. I don't want the subdivisions though. Alright, we'll get rid of those. There we go. So you can see it's how it should be. The path, we got the paths and cool. This is the same way we do our maps really. We just we have to do the map as well soon. I might do that one off stream, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna have a lot of layers for these flowers. We're gonna have to merge them soon. I wonder if we should have them more bunched up or more separate. I'm copy and pasting these, but I can't see where the pasted one goes. There we go. I won't lie, I've been tempted to like cover every single inch of grass with flowers. I'm kind of curious how that would look. Not perfect quite yet. Still looks a little bit, not sure, but we'll get there. Might need to look at some reference pictures. Do you guys know any RPGs that have like flower forests, or is this a super unique forest where there's no such thing in any other RPGs? Like I said, I ain't the best gardener. I need flower tips, so I'm relying on you guys. I'm sure there are plenty of examples, I just don't know of any. Agree. Yeah, most forests don't have many flowers. I want to try going a bit more over the top with filling up all the green space. Then, oh my goodness, we will have so much to fill if we have to. If we have to fill every bit of green, we have to do it for every single bit of green. I'll be here to my old lady. Okay, so the bit we've done so far, what do you think? Anybody think anything needs changing to make it look even better? What would you guys do if you were doing this? I like the red flowers, they're pretty. They match with my onesie. I think it looks great, thank you. It's quite difficult because you think, shall I do it so they're all organised or all messy? How do flowers even get planted? I don't know. Just random, isn't it? Doesn't have to be organised or anything. Messy for sure. Yay! I want to make sure we get you know, like lots of different flower types here. And you definitely think it looks better with like the different flowers and not just say just the yellow on this bit and then maybe put the red ones on this layer and then the blue ones on this. That'd look too perfect, wouldn't it, if it was like that? There's an art to randomness. Hi Invex, welcome to the stream. How are you today? I've got an itchy neck at the moment. It's this Joker that's doing it. Hope I'm having a good day in Invexers. Good Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna just spend a bit of time plopping these flowers down. And honestly, chat, if you're thinking actually she should do something different with these flowers, and just say honestly, because I want this forest to look super good. Do you think I should go a little bit more over the top on these, or is this about the right amount? Because honestly, I will go over the top. I would probably try and fill every bit of green if nobody stopped me. Very curious how that would look. Doing well enough, working and lurking. How are you besides your itchy neck? I'm doing all right in Vex. I'm very cosy in this onesie. I wanted a nice chill stream. I always wear my onesies off stream when I can't be bothered to get dressed. That's a good amount. Yeah, we'll be here till like 2050 if I have to put flowers on every single inch. I mean, we've got another screen. We're gonna have a lot of screens. Looks quite pretty, Zunda. Let's see how it looks without the grids. Imagine that. So you see this section we've done here. Imagine that on all the green and up there as well on the top bits. Do you think that would look really pretty? It would be so flowery and bloomy. Hehehe. Okay, so I don't think we don't need the grids for this particular bit, so I'm going to just hide them for now. I do like the setup of that map. Did you ever make your own sprites or objects? No, I mean, I'll be doing like the level design and stuff of the tile sets, but this actual tile set is I think it's the default, some of it, but another part of it is someone called Maru. They did the trees. So it's a combination of Maru's assets and the default. But I think I've actually got a command for the assets now. I made it last stream. Does it work? Probably doesn't. My bot's a big silly billy. Let's have a look. Oh, it has. It's worked. He was just being a sly one. Yep. And that, yeah, Sound and Music as well. I've found a really good soundtrack from a really good composer. So I'm excited to put those in the game too. Lots of different variety for different types of moods, and lots of like ones that could suit battle themes and some that would suit more thoughtful sounding pieces that would suit the quiet reflective cutscenes and dialogue parts, and there's some that sound really good for fields and dungeons. There's a lot of good variety there. Right, I wonder if we can get flowers. I mean, should we make this a flower stream? A flower stream, eh? I mean, other than the flower bit, we kind of do have to test if parallax mapping is going to work anyway. So, once the first map's done and full of flowers, what I'd probably do is test to see if we can actually get it in the game. And that's really the priority, because we want to know whether it's going to work first before we even move on to the second map. And I've kind of put the enemies on and the battle system on the back burner today, and the main reason for that is because the battle system, the UI is a state. Because I've been doing the UI, my own custom UI. So it's based on Mog Hunter's UI for the battle, but it's modified. So yeah, it's not finished, but by next week's stream that will be, because I'm not streaming on Monday, but I'll be streaming on Wednesday. I'm having the next 2 Mondays off, though I do normally stream on Mondays, and by Wednesday I think the battle system will be done, so we can start putting the enemies in and fighting them and killing them all. The ones that won the poll were really good. I mean, I did put 10 on the poll, 10 different enemies for this dungeon, and I'm probably going to use 6 or 7 of them. And what I'd probably do is for the first 3 screens, I'd use 3 or 4, and then for the second half of the dungeon, I'd use a different 3 types of enemies, because it would get repetitive if it was the same enemies all through, and plus we might have a second party member with us for the second half of the dungeon, so the enemies would have to change for the sake of like balancing if we've got 2 party members. Oh, there's the hoodie. Hi, Demi, how you doing? Yes, it's actually a onesie. If I get up, you'll see that I'm actually completely, well, I can turn around and you'll see my butt, but I know. It's not really much of a butt in this onesie because it's very big. There's no butt there, to be quite honest. Hi, Rose, here's more flowers. Oh my. Oh my, they're super pretty. Should we have a look? Okay, let's open those. Let's open those in my Chrome tab, because if I click on it in chat, it'll open Internet Explorer. Silly. Who uses Internet Explorer these days? Does anyone? It's Microsoft Edge now, isn't it? Or something else. How are you anyway, Debbie? You having a good day? It's going to take a bit of time, guys, because my Chrome is being slow, so there might be some periods in the stream where I'm just sitting here staring and waiting. Fantasia, thank you for the retweet. I find my tweet funny today because it says Happy Friday on it, or Happy Friday. And I look as miserable as sin on it. Well, I wouldn't say as miserable as sin, but I'm definitely not in looking Happy Friday mood. Just gonna get food, then you'll be back to watch. Awesome, Demi, it's lovely to have you here. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. Hiya, Ray. Or Where. I could call you Where. Where's a good name. Nice trees. Yeah, they're made by an artist called Maru. I mean, I'll do this again. I'll do this command so you can see it, because it will lead you to the website that has all the assets on it, the forums of RPG Maker Web. And that's the website I go on to find assets. So there's quite a decent amount, although it will probably get to a point I'll be having to make edits of reused assets and stuff, because yeah, I'll probably be doing edits of some of them. Where is great? Yeah, Where's a great name. How's your Friday going, Where? I think it's only because I can't pronounce the first part of your name. That's why, because I'm a big doofus. So I hope you're having looking forward to the weekend. You look. Thank you, Rex. I'm gonna be as bright red. My cheeks gonna be as bright red as my onesie if you carry on. Nowhere. It's going nowhere. You are going everywhere. I believe so. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh yes. What gave me some more flowers? But yeah, we haven't had a poll today, guys. Sometimes, let's just do the project command. Sometimes a lot of our streams can have a lot of polls in them, where we vote and suggest ideas for the story and that, but this one hasn't, mainly because I don't know what poll to have today. Some streams won't have them, others will. There is the poll about the tree, the name that we can give the tree god though. So we'll probably do that one next week. Right, so I see some flowers here and I'm gonna save them, because there's some ones I would probably like to use. I like the bunched up look of some of them. We don't need to save this as a tile set. What we can do is just copy the image and open it in Photoshop. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, you're being slow, coach. Photoshop. Here we go. Okay, so oh damn, this is it. When PNGs do this, they have that, it's meant to be transparent, and they end up coming in the software with a black background. I think it's because I have to save the image and open it rather than copy and paste it. So yeah, we'll just save it. That should hopefully solve the problem. But yeah, my computer was lagging today, and I opened Task Manager to check what was the problem. And my CPU and GPU were like fine. They were like on something like 18%. But my memory was on like 94%. I don't know enough about computers to know. I'm going to have to Google it and figure out how to sort that out. What would I have to do to have more of that? I mean, I don't want to have to, I can't afford to like buy more memory if that's what I have to do, but God knows. I'm talking nonsense. I don't get computers. Gotta add more RAM. Yeah. What's the easiest solution for that though? What's the easiest solution? If not, kill more programs. Yeah, I mean, I have quite a lot. I have OBS open, Photoshop, the bot, Google Chrome, so maybe, and yeah, RPG Maker and Steam, I have them open as well. Sometimes I open another graphics program, so it can get a little bit a lot heavy, I guess, for my computer. But really, I mean, I wish that wasn't a problem. How much RAM? I actually don't know, because this computer's like 4 years old now. It might be a bit more than that actually, and I forgot exactly how much it has. I'd have to look to see. Yeah, but it's probably not got loads. That's all I'll say. If it's having problems, it's probably not got loads. Photoshop and Chrome eats up quite a bit of RAM sometimes. At least I know it's not my CPU and I used to think it was that, but it isn't. Okay, so let's open these flowers. Now they should be transparent. Yes. Hooray. Go away, black background. Let's see how these ones look then. This could work. Like, we can use the normal flowers we use as well, but we can put them in between these ones. But I'm just thinking how often we should put these ones around, because we don't want it to look like we've got just a copy and paste of the same bunch either, if you know what I mean. Now how would these ones look up here? Yeah, I'll probably put them spread apart. But we'll get some of the pink ones as well. Might have to get this one for this. Oh no. You can always check how much you have. With the games you play and how smooth streams go, say you have likely 8 gigs of RAM. Smooth? You think they go smooth? I didn't know about that, Demi. We do get a bit of lag sometimes. So, but I'll check after stream and have a peek. If you right click on this PC and click property. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that then. I didn't know how to do it, I'll admit. I forgot. Let's have a look then. I want to see it and I'll be ashamed to reveal it to you all. I've just clicked properties now and it's taking forever to come up. Oi, come up now. Okay, right. Is it the section that says installed memory with RAM in brackets? Because it does say 8 gig. So you were right, Demi. I have 8. Then it is 8. Would you say that's average? Which is quite a lot, yeah. For someone that doesn't stream, it's probably decent. But because I stream and have all these programs open, maybe I need better. Maybe that's a problem. But yeah, if it's expensive to do that, then I can't. For a gaming PC, 8 is average. Yeah, okay, well that's eased my mind a little bit. At least it's not too bad. That's all right. We're going to get a bit of lag now and again. I think even really good computers get lag sometimes. I mean, Rex does. He gets lag and he has a really good computer. Oh my god, these pink flowers are so pretty. Guys, I love them. Okay. I'm going to put the other flowers in between them now. Are we going to get, I don't know if they're going to look as right in these narrow sections. Because we've already bunched up a fair few here. I'd have to redo it again, I think, if we're going to put some there. Because they're overlapping and stuff. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to get these 3 flowers, the red, the yellow and the white one. I'm going to put some of them up there and see how they look mixed with the bunched up ones. Then we'll get an idea. Hi Val, how are you doing today? Good morning to you too. And Silent and Lost, hi as well. You have 32? But that's for special use cases. Wow, where you have like an amazing computer then. I'm very jelly. You have 16 and it's not even enough. Oh, so yeah, what I would, if I could, I would upgrade to the 16, and I think that I would probably notice the difference a little bit, I'd say, because it's probably the 8, having 8 instead of 16, which is probably what's affecting the streams and causing a bit of lag sometimes. So what's all the exciting new progress for the week? Oh, it looks so pretty. Yes, Silent and Lost. What we're doing is, well, this is Photoshop. As you can see, let's get RPG Maker open. We struggled getting the flowers placed down in the actual in-game in the editor of RPG Maker, because it's all done with tiles and it's really difficult to do flowers with tiles, but Photoshop allows us to put them anywhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this thing called parallax mapping that some RPG Maker people do. It's always the higher level, starting to get not amateur and more towards being quite, you know, good at this game making malarkey, the people that do parallax mapping. So yeah, it's a challenge. It's when it's all done, there's a bit of setup to do to make it work. The map has to be put into RPG Maker and there's a lot of stuff to do to get it working, but there's guides out there on YouTube and stuff, so it's definitely not impossible. It's just going to take a bit of extra time. But what we're going to do is we're going to fill all these green areas with flowers. All these bits here. All these bits here at the top. Going to do some cliff decorations too, but I'll probably do them in RPG Maker. And then, yeah, we'll get the map in RPG Maker and see how it looks. So that'll solve our flower problem. And the flowers aren't super grid-like anymore. Huzzah, no, it just makes them look so much better, doesn't it? Is it an overlay so it doesn't interact with the player? Well, it will work just the same as how the tile sets work. And hang on, let's just get the grid up. Show extras. So this is our 48 by 48 grid. Oh my goodness, I haven't even got it up. There we go. This is our 48 by 48 grid that is what it is in RPG Maker. And so when it's in, what I'll do is this. Let me just get the region thing up. There is a plugin that you can set what's passable and what isn't. So I'd probably do it so maybe one was passable, and I'd put one over the paths. I'm sorry guys, I've left Photoshop in the way. I do it like this, and it's very difficult to explain. It's quite a tricky thing, but it will work. And we will get the flowers in. And this is probably what I'm going to do with a lot of the maps, just to do the extra details and make them look a little bit prettier. The majority will be done with tile sets, probably 80% of the map. And then just going over the finer details in Photoshop. And a bridge shadow as well will be nice to do. Does that mean every time you want to make an edit of the map, you'll have to change the in-game map and the Photoshop map? Sounds rough, but it will be well worth it, yes. And this is why it's took me so long to even start it, because I was hesitant, but I just thought, screw it, let's just do it, because I couldn't see any other solution for the flowers in, quite honestly. Yeah, so I think it works as a sort of image. The image will get saved when it's all done and looking pretty in Photoshop. And then we put the image into RPG Maker, so it's just like literally an image of the map. And it'll be there. But the player will be able to walk over everything, because there'll be no like blocking passability blocks or whatever. But that's where the region tiles all come in, and we have to do, it's going to be tricky to get the water animated as well, but there is a way to do that, so we can make it work, unless the edit is about something that the character goes under. Just the that's another thing as well. It's making sure that the character can walk under trees, and we have to do an overlay as well with all the trees. But yeah, it'll probably add on extra time, but like we say, it'll be worth it, because it'll make the maps extra prettier, and it gives us more freedom for creativity as well, which I like. And other than this flower field business, I've been working on the battle system, Silent and Lost. I've been doing a custom UI for that. I found a plugin that allows you to do custom UI, and they actually had assets too, which I thought were pretty neat, and I kind of used those but decided I wanted to modify them so it was more fitting in with the UI that I've currently got in the game. So I'm currently messing about with that, and it looks a right mess at the moment, the battle system does, because the characters' names are like going over the box, and the HP bars are all over the place, because I've been in the process of editing that HUD. And so it's mainly getting, the goals are to get these free screens, the first free screens of this forest dungeon done, all pretty with flowers in, all parallax mapped and working, and then get the battle system HUD done, get the enemies done, the ones that won the poll, and put them on the map as little silhouette sprites walking around, and making sure that the hero can kill them easily enough. And then once all that's done, that's when we can like proceed with the story and the quest. So the player will find the innkeeper's little sister, have a conversation with her, and that's when I will write the next paragraph of the story, and you guys will help me continue it. And things will get super exciting then. So does that mean there's going to be no FF like hidden secret paths that literally have no map and you're just walking around blind on a blank background? Who knows, Silent? I'm going to try my best to make it good though. I mean, there probably will be there's going to be mistakes, but yeah, you guys can be my testers. Because when I'm going to be releasing this game in episodes, basically. Not as one full game. It's going to be like released in sections. So every time, once we get to the part where we're like, okay, I think there's enough content here to release the first episode, I might ask some of you guys to have a little test before we release it, but we'll see. We'll see. Because you never know, me alone, I could miss stuff and then it gets released and it's like, oops, look, we can walk across there. Oops, this has happened. I'm probably going to make a trailer as well for each episode, showing up awesome bits. I'm not sure how many episodes we can have in this game yet, but we'll see. I'd say that each episode, probably 3 hours of gameplay maybe, would be reasonable. Approximately I'd say no more than 5 hours of gameplay for an episode. So between 3 to 5 hours. But I guess it depends if players do side quests and stuff. The bare minimum would be 3 to 5 hours for the players that can't be bothered to do side quests. But for the ones that want to do them, it'd probably lengthen it to even longer than that. Episodic release is very common for this kind of independent games, just like a smooth but steady pace. Yeah, and I think it works for the nature of this type of game because we're all writing it together and stuff, and we're all getting hyped about the different characters and everybody putting their bit into the game. If you all had to wait potentially like a year or a year and a half for the whole game to be released, I mean, it could even be even longer than that for the whole game to be done. We'd have some very impatient people here. But making it episode, it just like reduces the waiting time. You could potentially have a game out in the next 3 to 6 months, or even less than that, rather than 2 years or something, if you know what I mean. I've put no like time on when this will be done because I don't know, quite frankly. I haven't even considered the length of the game or how long it's going to be. Because it's all improvised, it could literally either be a 20-hour game or a 200-hour game for all I know. It depends how much we enjoy doing it and when we feel the right time is to stop. So we'll see how it goes. Episodic is better because if the first episode has major flaws, you can get feedback on it before episode 2 comes out rather than learning at the end. Yeah, Val, that's a really good point as well, because it just like it gets people, like, gives them a chance to play the game and be like, yeah, I like this about it, that was cool, and you take that in mind for the next episode as well, because while everybody's playing episode 1, not just me, not just I'll be working on it, we'll be working on it. So, yeah, it'd be fun. And it'd be exciting because it'd be like, where's the story going to go next as well? We can end episode 1 on a sort of cliffhanger, maybe. So, yeah, it's fun. I'm very excited. But yeah, I'd say on average 3 to 5 hours for the first episode for those that want to do the bare minimum in the game, just the main quest. We'll see how it goes. Yay. I wonder how many episodes there will be by the end. 100? No. Yeah, I'm not going to say yet. We're going with the flow and seeing. You're going to have to structure well how... You're going to have to structure well... Hang on, I can't talk. Can't speak. You're going to have to structure well how you're doing to make the transition between episodes and what will be changed and fixed, since RPG Maker says like to get messed up in some parts. Oh, do they? So don't just do any other RPG Maker devs do episodic releases. I played a game back in the day that was episodic, but I'm not sure how they made it work. Is there any like YouTube videos and stuff and how to guide you through all that sort of thing? I'm sure there'll be some sort of like advice on the internet, because there always is, so I'll look into that. But yes, there'll be a lot of like, even once it's done, the content, I'll be like going through it and making sure it's all good and it's not buggy and stuff and things. I'm being a big rambler today. Okay, so yeah, so as you can see, we're working on this flower frost, and this is the first bit. So what the aim is to get it looking like that in every single section of this map. And before we move on to map 2 and map 3, I mean, let's show you guys map 2. So this is the first one without flowers. This is the second one, so we'll have to do the same with this one. And the third one's only half done. But we're only working on those 3 screens for now. There's going to be 6 altogether in this forest dungeon, but we're splitting it in half, so we're going to just focus on the first 3 at first, because there's going to be an event. There's going to be an event at the 3rd screen, and lots of stuff's going to go down. There's going to be a second party member that joins us at that point, so things will get cool. It'll be one of the characters on the character sheet. I'm not saying which one. It's all a secret. And then after that, we can do the 4th, 5th and 6th screen. And then on the 6th screen, there will very likely be a boss, the first boss of the game. And we're going to decide together what that boss is going to be. I'll probably put a few enemies on a poll. And whoever wins it will be the one that's the boss. And then we can talk together about how this boss is going to be awesome and what sort of mechanics we can give it and stuff. So, yeah, that's the goal. Get the dungeon done. The enemies, the bosses. And then once all that's done, we'll go probably back to Lakefall. We'll do all the handing in the quest business, all the dialogue, all that stuff, and then we're going to think about side quests, because there's a few NPCs around here and it'll be really nice to flesh them out with some side quests. And so that means that the player can go back to the forest to do those side quests, or even do them at the same time as the main quest. We have got a quest journal feature in the menu, so I'm really happy that that exists, so I can keep track of quests quite easily in this game. And yeah, after that first quest is done and the side quest, I'm kind of at a point where I'm not sure what's going to happen next. Either we're probably gonna move to another section of the game after that, probably like a new area, and that's when we're probably gonna have to consider the world map, or at least the first section of the world map. So we're gonna build a world map together at some point. But it'll have to be once we've come out of Lakefall, I'd say. Because it's a little bit premature to think of other places in the world right now. But I am intrigued to know what's beyond Lakefall in this forest. I wonder what. Ooh. I'm still wondering where Carol the Barrel's home's going to be. I think she lives very far away, personally. Okay, so let's get back in Photoshop. I always end up rambling, and we don't get the work done. That's definitely something. And I'm very grateful for my days off stream, so I can actually do that. But honestly, that battle system, I was on it. I've been messing about with that for ages, and I would love to show you guys that now, but it's a mess. So be patient until next week. Okay, so what was I going to do? Yeah, we're going to put some flowers up here because I wanted to see how they look mixed in with these really pretty bunched up flowers, which I really like. Yeah, I want I want them to go hiding under them. Oh my goodness, we've got a lot of layers. I kind of want to merge them, but I don't, because if I merge them then I can't change the position of them, so we'll just leave them for now. You could add some flowers in the cliffs. Yeah, is there actually one in here that's good for that? I'm definitely going to put some vines on the cliffs because there's some really pretty vine type of assets. But I can do those ones on tile sets. That is actually not a problem to do that on tile sets. One question now, I'm not sure if you know what, but once you've put the parallax map into the RPG Maker, can you edit on top of it? Like if I want to still edit with tile sets, can I do that, or will that ruin it? Because like I said, I might want to put some cliff decorations with vines and stuff, but I'm not sure whether I should do that before I add the map. Well, I can't, because if I do it before, then it'll need updating again. The tiles will go above it, so it'll work, in other words, as long as it will. Because sometimes it's quite hard to know if you're gonna want to add more. So it's definitely comforting to know that. Parallax image, editor tiles, overlay image. Awesome. That's good. Yeah, before we do the second screen and add the flowers to that, I definitely want to confirm that this is all working first. And I can't believe the time, like it is already like 2 hours into the stream, which is pretty crazy. I mean, all I've done is literally add a few flowers in this stream. It just shows how much time is taken up by talking, which I like, because I think the one thing about the streams is for discussion more than anything, and discussing things about together. And the actual doing of things is something I can easily do off stream and then show you guys next time. But yeah, streams are definitely a good time for discussion. I don't think I'd like it if I was like literally just doing work and not talking to you guys. Talking is important because it keeps it interesting, yeah. So it doesn't like make me too like bummed out that if I haven't made progress game-wise in a stream, because I don't actually expect to. It can be quite difficult in a 3-hour stream to get much done when you're having a lot of that discussion time in between doing it. Especially because I'm the sort of person that has to be like super focused to really make good progress. Discussion time, like, is everything really. It's starting to make me think, imagine like doing this on my own. I wouldn't even know where to even begin. So it's a really good community thing to do, I think. Imagine how hellish it would be if you couldn't say a word during the entire project. I know. It's like thinking that, like, to be honest, a lot of game devs do. It's like just them on their own, and I'm sure they get feedback from the people and friends and that, but it's really good to stream this sort of thing. Like, I think more people should do it if you're into game dev and you're used to like doing it on your own. I think it can be it's quite interesting to bring it to streams and communities. It can be difficult, especially if you're a bit self-conscious. Like I definitely struggled with that at first. I was like, showing creative stuff in front of people, I'm nervous about that, but it's nothing to be nervous about. Or once you try it, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, now what flower now? The pretty pink one. Oh no, it's not Has he not copied the... Copied the wrong one. Have we got a bazillion layers? I think we have. Got a bazillion flowers. Now that should have copied the pink one. I never heard of a community mode RPG Maker game. It's certainly a very interesting concept. Thank you, White. Well, I know. I mean, I would, if there is anybody else out there that's doing something similar to me, I would love to meet them. So please let me know if there's anybody you know. But I honestly am not aware of anybody that is, so. Oh no, I keep going posting the white one. What's going on? Okay. I would love to see more people do it though, because it's true. I don't think many people do it. There are, I mean, there's definitely a lot of game devs around that put their stuff up on YouTube and on Twitch, but it's more of an individual project, the ones that I see, which is definitely fine. I mean, I want to make my own individual project as well one day. I'm currently like sort of doing the world building on the side because it can take a long time to do all that before actually starting the game. So, but one day when the time's right, and probably when this project is complete, I will be probably focusing on that. It's very fulfilling to do your own individual project as well. How's the voice coming on? Welcome back, Rex. I'm here rambling to myself and I weren't even looking at chat. I'm seriously, we've just been rambling and not done much. It's going to be very time consuming, this is. You can probably tell, like, it's going to take a while. I mean, we've got a lot of spaces to fill in. It's just something you can, like, mess about with for ages and think, I want it to look like this, and then you realise that, like, 6 hours have passed. So, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. What I'll probably do is I'll probably, like, watch Rex's stream or something while doing this. So do it passively while doing something else is a good idea. I was just thinking about you. Silent dreams about Rex. I was about to tell Rose about how much fun I've been having with this project, that I've even started telling stories about a different blacksmith cave masters just for fun. Oh my goodness, I love that. Underestimating my storytelling, it's not as easy as I thought. Keen Master's the blacksmith. Just a great blacksmith name. Yeah. And Blake Smith, don't forget. That's an awesome blacksmith name as well. Some random dude did try once. He didn't stream it though, I think. Can't recall. He just made YouTube videos and asked for ideas in the comments, but he quit eventually. Yeah, I mean, it is very easy to start a big project and then lose motivation. This is why it's very important for me as well to take this at a steady pace. And although I do want it to kind of be fast paced, in that I want it to be faster paced than a normal game dev project, and that's why we're not doing our own assets and all that, because the nature of the project needs to be more fast paced than that. I still think it's important to take it at a steady pace and not like end up in a situation where all I'm doing in my life is this project, because it's so easy to get overwhelmed and burnt out and lose the enjoyment of it. So it's very important to do that too. But right now I'm very passionate about it and can't see myself giving up. And I think if that happened, some serious stuff would have had to have gone down. Where's the pink flower? I always lose where I put it. This is the problem. Like, I'm pasting it and I forget where it is. It's always on top of one of the other pink flowers, but I can't figure out which one. I need an easier way to do this. It's probably down there. That's what it is. Oh no, Photoshop's crashing on me. There we go. You know what I'm probably going to do? I'm going to have to save this map at some point because I'm kind of nervous now that Photoshop's going to crash and I'll lose it. And then I'll have a non-flower forest and I'll start crying because all the hard work would have gone. My goodness, 72. One for Rex because he's just so amazing and like the best lurker of all time. Backups, I know, let's do it now. Let's just save to be on the safe side. I'll save it as a PSD though. You know what though, it's going to get, the more layers I have, the more this is going to start lagging, right? Because I've got like 90 layers at the moment from all these flowers, but I just don't want to merge them yet. Because I don't know. I'm going to have to merge them in sections though, aren't I? Which I will do eventually. But right now I don't want to have to think I can't move them if I wanted to. Need to get to 10k. My gosh, you're close. I'm glad Silent that you say you're enjoying it. I mean, the storytelling bit for me is one of the bestest thing about this whole project. But we need a world, don't we, to build that in. And Keith Mass. Oh my goodness, what have I done? Oh no. Oh no, it's ruined. I've ruined the whole thing. No, it's fine. Yeah, I should probably lock that background. There we go. Yeah, Keith Masters is going to be an important side character in Lake 4. And like I said, I think I said a few weeks ago that these NPCs that we've made, I really want to kind of, I mean, we haven't seen them for a bit because we're focusing more on this dungeon at the moment, but I really do want to have some interesting story bits with them on certain side quests, because we're definitely going to do side quests, guys, definitely. And we're probably going to have a section in Discord for submitting some of those ideas. I already have like an idea for potentially 3 side quests. You became a tsunami. You're a son. He is a son of somebody. His dad. And he's the sun in the sky as well, because he shines brightly on all of us, careless Rex. He makes our lives brighter. Is that really cheesy to say? I know Silent and Lost would agree with me there. Okay, should we put some pretty yellow flowers around now? I think we should. Rex is embarrassed, but he's totally not. Rex is not shy. Wow, all these layers are definitely having an effect on the performance. What I'm going to do is, once this section here is done and I'm happy with how it looks, I'm gonna merge them all. I'll merge them all then. But I'm just not sure yet. Should we put more of these ones around? I like the pink ones, I do. Oops, did I move it from its place? I did. And also, guys, like I said earlier in the stream, if you think I should, if there's something in particular I should do with these flowers that could make them look even more awesome, then don't be afraid to say. We will have to go over some trees again because the flowers probably are covering some of them up. Holy moly, my dad just reminded me that it's Mother's Day this Sunday. In which country? Yeah, not here. Our Mother's Day in the UK is in March. Which I'm very glad about because I didn't know I would be panicking if I wasn't aware of that. Lag. Yeah, I think we're missing some pretty yellow flowers, don't you? Okay, let's get them there. Also, what do you guys think of bare rose? Is bare rose good? Imagine if we had bare rose on stream, every single stream. No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, when the summer comes, if I had to wear this onesie, I'd be melted. It wouldn't be a good idea. Change hue. Oh yeah, we could do that. And that's the good thing about parallax mapping as well. We can change the colours. Oh my goodness, we don't have to have just red, white and yellow. I want to try and I don't want to get too chaotic and be having like loads of different colours so it ends up like a messy, like chaos mess. But it would be cool to like bring in another colour, I'd say. We'll see how it looks when we've got this yellow one in, and see if how another colour would look with that. I mean, we got white, we got red. I mean, we've already got green, we've got blue. What colour are we missing? Green. Would that clash with the grass? I suppose if we had like a sort of turquoise colour though, it would be a different kind of green. But yeah, we could change some of those pinky red colours to another type of... We don't have purple, do we? Purple, yeah, purple. We said it together. Oh my goodness, guys, we've got like so many layers now that it's literally, Photoshop is dead. It's moving at snail's pace right now. My goodness, guys, I've never experienced this before. It probably doesn't help that we've got OBS open and all these other programs as well. So I don't want to merge yet though. We've got to change the colour of some of them. I'm definitely not ready to merge. Like, we're probably 50% done here, so my computer's gonna die, I think. Could merge each kind of flower. That's true, though. I forgot which flowers. The layers are so unorganised. It would probably take me 2 hours to find all the white ones. We'll be fine. It's still alive and kicking. I need some milk. When I go downstairs and get my milk, my mum will be like, what are you doing wearing that? What are you doing wearing that on the stream? Oh no. Oh, there it is. And you reply, raw. Do bears roar? What's the noise bears make? Lions roar. Wolves howl. Pigs oink. No, what noise do bears make? That's actually something I'm unsure about. Do they roar? I keep thinking my mouse is broke, but it isn't the mouse, it's just Photoshop being laggy. So this is going to look pretty. Let's look at this. We've only done this corner and we've done this little bit here. Not really much that side though. Let's imagine all that filled. It'd look really cool, right? But with cliff decorations too, of course, which we'll add afterwards once the map is in, because we can put the tiles over the map, which is great. Bears sleep, bears can purr. Google says growl. Oh yeah, growl. They growl, don't they? A few animals can growl though, I'm sure. Bears sleep. Does that mean I should go to sleep, Rex? Do you get banned if you sleep on stream? Okay, so do you think this is enough flowers? Have we missed any particular spot? Like I'm not trying to fill every single bit of green, because yeah, that would be hard work, but as long as most gaps are filled. I haven't got, it isn't empty somewhere, right? And this Photoshop is definitely slowing down now, so I'm gonna have to think about merging these. But before we do, I want to see if we can have another pretty colour. I'm not sure what colour that one's changing. I did click this one, so you're meant to be changing. You right there. Eagles scream and seals bark? What? That is news to me. I have never heard such silly talk. Seals are dogs though, aren't they, actually? Seals are sea dogs, so we've just realised these seals are actually doggos. Wow. They're sea dogs, bless them. Eagles scream, I guess they could. Water doggo, yeah. Water doggo, how cute. I think that's adorable. Yeah, you learn something every day, don't you? Okay, so purple. Oh my goodness, the purple just adds so much. So it turns the leaf a bit pink. So what I'm gonna do actually is put the history brush on that one and then get the green leaves back. Probably zoom in a little bit. Okay, so that's got rid of the purple. Oops. Is that enough? See how it looks zoomed out. 11 out of 10. So I'm 400% zoom at the moment, so. Oh my goodness, yeah. What I'm going to do, this purple flower looks good. I'm going to copy and paste it and put and spread it in other areas, and then we're going to merge this. Because I think it's all right now. I want you guys to confirm it's okay to merge it though. Because once it's oh, hello. Hi, Pink Leaf. Didn't see you there. I have to get rid of that. Problem is though, can't. Yeah, we can't use the history brush, can we? There makes it a bit messy. We're gonna have to hide this white flower so we can get underneath it. Oh my goodness, Photoshop, behave yourself. Could have some weird coloured grass in some other forest. Maybe. Like, I'm very much into having memorable sections. So maybe in the 4th screen or something we can have a weird bit. It has a bit of mystery there. Why did that part of the forest have weird looking flowers there and the rest of it's so pretty? Yeah, because I have no idea what screens 4, 5 and 6 are going to look like. Yeah, be interesting to do those. I'm doing a hungry. It's my dinner time soon. It's crazy though, it takes like a minute to just hide a layer because there's that much lag. The history state does not contain a corresponding layer. Okay. It should work on this one. There was 2 there then, that's what the problem was. Just delete that one. Now where is my pretty white flower? Come back. There we go. Now we've got rid of that, we can spread this purple flower. This gives a little bit more colour. I feel like it was definitely missing some purple. We got the blue, we got the pink. Purple's a great colour. Definitely need to merge some layers. It's frighteningly laggy. I want to zoom in so I can see better, but I know it'll take about 5 minutes to zoom in. You could use a foliage tool to put the flowers around. Oh, how so, Dan Claude? Foliage tool? Inform me of this magical tool. I'm definitely up for something that would make my life a lot easier, I won't lie. Because, let's face it, I'm going to be here for like 20 hours putting flowers around. Welcome to the stream, Dank Lord. And hi, Jenna. Purple is only for royalty. Yeah, I agree. And this chat is royalty, so is why we're having purple. A flower brush, that would be a great idea, to be honest. Okay, so you mean like just use the normal brush tool and... Yeah, it could work. I'm trying to think how to do it. I could only get... It's not going to like make it super messy or anything though. I know. I could try that, but I don't know how to set it up. I've never really used the brush tool. Well, I have, but it's been a while. The way the lag is at the moment in Photoshop, it would probably take some time. We're nearly there with this part though. We can finally merge our layers soon. You'd have to delete the flowers in weird areas. Yeah, because it'd go over cliffs and over trees and stuff. So in a way I'd be making it easier for myself, but I'd also in a way be making it more tricky because I'd have to like go over parts and erase stuff. It's whatever option's easier for the person. I could see that being definitely a lot less stressful as a solution, but yeah. Now I've started it this way, I might just stick to it. Okay, have we got enough purple flowers spread around? I think there needs to be more purple forests in games. I think games don't have enough. Did I just say purple forests? I've got purple on the brain. Okay, so I think we can merge now. I'm happy to do that. I want to bring some purple flowers down here though, I think. Oh my god though, look at that section. Like, it's probably super small on your screen, but just like looking at it compared to the section on the left is just so much prettier. Now the flowers are there. I'm glad that we've started this whole parallax mapping business now, and when it's done, it's going to look great, and I'll be like, now if only you can get into the game easy. Hi Tetsu, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a good Friday. It's Bear Roses here. Okay, so before I merge, I am going to bring a few purple flowers down in this lower section, and then I'm going to merge, and then we'll do it on all the other areas. But I am oh my gosh, I can't get my words out. I am streaming next on Wednesday. So yes, there is a little bit of a wait, guys. I am not streaming this Monday or the following Monday. Just those 2 Mondays. I will be back to normal on Mondays after that. And so we've got quite a lot of time for me to work on this before next stream. Why am I putting it there? So while you guys are waiting for me to stream again, I'll definitely be putting flowers in this forest, and I would like to say that by Wednesday's stream that the flowers are all done on the first 3 screens. We'll see, won't we? I would like to say that's my goal, but sometimes I don't do them, but I definitely think I would like to get that to that point by Wednesday. And then we can start focusing on other things. But before I do the 2nd and 3rd strip screen, I'm definitely going to be testing, making sure this works as a parallax map first. So it would be quite silly to do all the 3 screens and then put the first one in as a parallax map and it not work and be like, oh, oops. So yeah, definitely do the first screen first. Doing okay being out, so I haven't been lurking. Oh no worries all, Tetsu. Sometimes it's not always easy. I super appreciate you already for all the amazing lurking you've done. So don't you worry about that. Get some pretty purple here. I wonder if there's anything we can do to add some dynamics to the cliff, like no major details, but something to, yes. I'm not sure if you were here when I mentioned it earlier, Silent, but there are some really pretty vines similar to the one on this house here. And I'm definitely going to put those on the cliffs. I think it's because I wanted to get the flowers done first. But it'll be cool definitely to have some stuff on the cliffs. It would just give so much more life to the forest. Make it look like, it would make it look, what's the word? Not old, but like it's been standing there for some time. It wouldn't look all new and perfect. So yeah, that will definitely work. Also, another thing I wanted to ask as well is the bridge shadow, guys. I remember Silent and Lost did a screenshot for me. He took a screenshot and did a little scribble on it to show how the bridge could be, the shadow. And it's only because it kind of gives the impression that it's falling down vertically because of the perspective. So if we can be clever with the shadow, we can do it in a way that changes the illusion. And I mean, my first idea was just a straight black shadow going down, but maybe, I think Silent did one that curved. I just want it to look good though. I can always look back at that screenshot in the Discord, but since the look of the map has changed since you've done that, maybe, I'm not sure. I suck at shadows. I never know how it should look. Did you see the coffee cup in Game of Thrones? Yeah, it's become such a meme. Like, some people are like so going insane over it. They're like saying, oh my goodness, this show has become so sloppy now because they left that coffee cup there. Just show how much I don't care about this show anymore. Leaving the coffee. And I'm like, chill out, please. It just, who cares? It's just something really silly and it's just a goof, okay? No need to act as if the world is ending. But this is what people are like on Reddit. They're just crazy, absolutely insane. It involves angles. I was going to say it involves angels. At angles, I think. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit unsure how the shadow could look, but that can be the last thing we do. There's not any pressure, but yeah, if there's any screenshots or anything of shadows or whatever, that would help. But we can experiment with that in another stream if need be. But the sooner we get this screen done, the better, I say. But it doesn't have to be perfect straight away. We can always go back in the future and alter bits. I mean, episode 1, I'm sure when it gets close to the release of episode 1, we will probably be going back to all the screens and making sure they're all good and we got no weird bugs or strange things going on. There's always time. You said angel, silly me. Well, there's an angel in the bottom left corner. I'm gonna blush. I'm just a bear. That's all. There's no halo above my head. In fact, I'm a devil. If I go like this, I'm actually the opposite of an angel. Better watch out, guys. I'm dangerous. Oh no, I am actually a devil now. The ears have stayed like that. I'm no longer a bear, I'm a devil. I always wanted to see you use angels. Oh no, I'm a devil. Yeah, we need some more purple. Wow, Photoshop is dead. The most deadest I've ever seen it. I'm very glad because we are going to be merging the layers soon and it'll be such a relief. No more lag. What do you guys think, like compared to what the forest looks without the flowers when we've just got the normal Tileset map to what we've kind of got going here? Would you say it's an improvement? I mean, we've still got a lot of flowers to put down, but I can already vision what it's going to look like. Just from the bits we've done already. I'm alright with it so far. I'm happy. Okay, so I think the purple ones are spread out decently there. I don't think we'll add any more colours to that because we've got, as long as we've got all the colours, then that's fine. Okay. So if we merge them, we need to make sure there's some that we can grab that aren't. I think I want a purple one just standing there that isn't overlapped because we're going to have to grab that one because we don't have it on a tile set. Yes. Yes, what? I'm a devil? Is that your answer? Yes, Rose is a devil. She's evil. Better watch out. It's true though. I mean, I was savage in Rex's stream yesterday. I think he was shocked at the sort of person that I've become. I was so savage. I was bad. I was a bad girl. I've always wondered what a forest dungeon is though. Would the prison bars be made out of wood? And then would monsters be birds? Yeah, I mean, I've always thought forest dungeons are always traditionally just, you know, underground caves and corridors and hallways and that. But really, to me, a dungeon is anything where the player walks into and there's hostile enemies. That's kind of what I see as a dungeon, and it's just easier to call it that. Although traditionally a forest is just an open area. But monsters would. But we've already like decided on the enemies, haven't we, guys? I mean, if you want to have a look at the enemies we've got, you can always follow our Twitter. I still have to put up the poll results for the enemies that won. But there is a screenshot of the enemies that we were going to pick from on there. And I think one of them was bees. And though bees didn't top the poll, it wasn't in the top 3 or 4, I don't think. I think we will probably still have bees. Because I'm thinking of having at least 7 of those 10 enemies. So the 7 that got the highest votes in the poll. And I think bees are the only flying monster on there. The others were... We had a mushroom, we had a flower, we had a little tree stump, and we had a big tree enemy. And what was the other one that did? We had a deer as well. We have a deer enemy. You asked if that was an improvement. My response was yes. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, that's lewd. What's the sex? I've never heard that word. Okay, should we merge these layers then, guys? My gosh, the lag is unreal. It's a normal human function. Oh, that's cool. It rhymes with Rex. That's one thing I know. Okay, we've got to hide the map. Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh, that was a little bit that, yeah, that was something I remember now. It looks so weird when you see it without the forest there. That is like hundreds of layers, that is, believe it or not. Will the waterfall be animated? Yep. It requires a bit of like messing about to get it to work with parallax mapping, but there is definitely a way to do that. All that you have to do is, once this image is put into RPG Maker, you just have to go over the waterfall with the animated tiles and the water, and other than that, it should be fine. It might cause a little bit of messiness though, so which means I'd have to like do an overlay to stop that from happening. But once it's done, when I've done the parallax map, I will show you all the little bits and pieces I did to put it together. Okay, hopefully the lag stops now. I've put those layers together. Maybe it won't. No. Save. Okay, let's just finish this bit off then. Be nice if we can at least get the first little walking bit done by the end of the stream. I mean, how crazy is that? It took a 3-hour stream to just get flowers on the first walking section. I'm ashamed of myself by how slow I am. No, I'm not. It's good to be slow. But is it? Do you guys think it's good to be slow? You know, it makes you like, rushing, you can make mistakes, can't you? So, and I'm just rambling on like a fool anyway. It's always doing this stream. So from what I found when streaming this, I very rarely get much done, really. In terms of work, anyway. It all is just discussion and polls and talking about things and what we're going to do next. Don't forget to make an alternate map with just the treetops and save it as an image to use as overlay. Yes, don't worry, I will. Because otherwise, if when this map's in and I test it, I'll be like, how come I'm walking over the trees? So yeah, I will have definitely ended up realising that, even if I forgot. Don't you worry. Those flowers are 3 buds, so an hour a bud, not bad. Yay. But you guys are going to be impressed, because you're going to see a super pretty forest on Wednesday. At the minimum, I'll have done this green. I would like to do the second too. It's just very time consuming. It could potentially take 10 hours to do it. I mean, it's already took 3 hours just doing this one bit. But we got a lot of days. It's Friday, we got Saturday, we got Sunday, we got Monday, and we got Tuesday. So we can get stuff done. We can get lots done. Yellow flowers. My tummy's doing a rumbly. Oops, I've just realised it's copied and pasted them all. We need a yellow one. We might have to drag it from the tile set again. It's still a bit laggy, you know. It's my memory, isn't it? It's my RAM. Poor old RAM. 8 gig just not good enough. It's all OBS's fault. Like, it takes up so much. Just crazy. It's fine. It means you'll do it quality and not just slap it together. Exactly, Valk. For sure. I do want to take some care with this. Even though I kind of promote it as a like silly kind of just for fun project thing, I still want to take care with it. I want it to just be slapdash and like people are like, oh, this is, what's this? How much RAM do you have? 8. I checked today, Rex, because I was saying that it's not my CPU or graphics card that's the problem. It's my RAM. I found out. And I have 8, which isn't too bad for the average person with a gaming PC. But I've heard that people even with 16 say that it's not enough. So, you know, I probably could update, but I can't. It would probably be a lot. I mean, it's gonna be, is it pricey to do that? It probably isn't right now. I can't. I'm skint. Oh man, here we go. Updating Win 10 time for me to get upset and angry at everything. I need a baby to steal candy from. Oh no. What about stealing candy from a bear? Because I might have some candy over there. Or 32. How much RAM do you have, Rex and Silent and all the rest of you? I'm glad it fixes it. It's never fun to update Windows. Windows is mean. It's a big butt face. That's what it is. Butt face is my favourite word. Oops. You know, we could do that. We could actually, to make it easy, we can like copy and paste merged bits we've already done. I just don't want anything to look repeated, if you get what I mean. I kind of like the whole nothing is a copy of anything else, but it's not like someone's going to be staring and think, those flowers there, those are the same as them ones up there. That, I mean, that'd be dumb, wouldn't it? You'd have to be really looking. You have 16? Yeah. 32 because you do a lot of Unity work and Unity is a RAM hog. Oh, cool. Yeah, I feel like a real, like I'm definitely suffering with 8 then. If you guys have 16 and 32. No wonder I'm getting lag. Thought I had a fly in my face then, but it was just hair. You've got 32 because I used to have 16, but then I was having audio issues once upon a time, and one of the ways you tried to fix them was upgrading RAM. So what did you do? Do you just have to, is it a difficult thing to upgrade? Because I have no idea. Whenever I've had to have things upgraded, I've just made my sister's boyfriend do it. Because he's better at tech than me. I may need to upgrade my RAM as well. Might fix the issue I'm having. Yeah, maybe that's your problem too, which is crazy because you've already got 16. And there's little old me with 8. You guys are all 32 and I'm 8. What is going on in this world? Okay, we need purple flower, and it's not on a tile set, so we got a purple one anywhere that is on its own, not overlapped. This one. Oh no. We delete this. This has totally been a flower stream, guys. Do you like flower streams? I think it's been pretty chill. Not really had any much in terms of poll voting today, but sometimes it's nice to have a chill one where we don't have all that. as fun as the polls are. I've got an almost 10-year-old laptop. There's 16GB of RAM. Oh my God, Silent, you absolute computer genius. I feel like I'm really, really like a big noob. I honestly don't know what my problem is, but I can't see the harm in having more RAM. So if it doesn't fix it, I have more RAM now. It also weighs a ton. Honestly, like when I had this computer made for me about 4 or 5 years ago now. I know it was in 2015, I think. Or it could have been 2014. Might have been then actually. So wow, I have got an old computer. It was really nice. It was bloody expensive as well. And I know it would have been even more expensive if I got the 16 RAM. I had a job back then, so it was fine to afford it, but my goodness, I like my little computer. I'm not sure if I ever want to change it. I'm going to be one of these people that it's the year 2030, and there's me with my 15-year-old computer not wanting to let go of it. I just don't. I like it. More RAM is never enough RAM. Splurge on things that you rely on. My soul will only rest when I have... Whoa, whoa, that is a lot. To be fair though, back when I bought this computer, I wasn't a streamer, so... It's not like I thought, oh, OBS is going to eat everything. Oh my God, Top Bra, how are you doing, guys? Good to see you again. Thanks for that raid. How was your stream, Top? Hope it was good. Look, I'm a bear today. Having a bear stream. I think everybody should get a bear onesie. What do you guys think? Hey, guys. Hi, Houston. Welcome. How was Top stream? It was great, thanks. Lots of love and very productive. Glad to hear it. How is your game going? I hope it's going well. It's going all smoothly. Unless you were saving the stream at the same time. We're talking about RAM, guys. That's been our topic at the moment. Because I'm having lag issues. And yeah, we're talking about RAM. And everybody here has more RAM than I do. I'm the little noob of the group here. And hi V Grey, welcome. Hi everyone. Hope I've said hi to everyone that's come in. And let's give a shout to Top Bra. My gosh, bear with me. I have a laggy computer. And guys, don't forget to give him a follow if you enjoy a bit of game dev and want to see what he's up to. And have a look. I gave you a follow the other day, by the way, Top. So I'm definitely going to pop in and see how you're getting on one day. Hi, Stephen. Why not look at your task manager and see if the RAM is the issue? Yeah, it is, Stephen. That's what I did today. Because I always thought it was my CPU, but it isn't. My CPU is absolutely fine. Coming along real nice. Finished a major plot point today. It's a court setting where your teacher is standing trial for a crime he didn't commit. Oh my goodness, it's like Phoenix Wright. Which is a very good game. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of that one. If not, play it. But yeah, guys, this has been a fun stream. If anybody wants to see what this is all about, here's the command. This is a really fun, silly project where we improvise together and where the story's going to go. And yes, it is made in RPG Maker. I am currently doing a parallax map of the forest dungeon I've been working on. I'm placing flowers around at the moment. And oh my goodness, it is very time consuming, I'm not gonna lie. Literally, it's been a 3-hour stream and all I've done is these flowers up here and these flowers up there. And we're just gonna be putting in all those fine details now that we couldn't really do on the tile sets in RPG Maker. So it's going to take a long time to do this. This is just the first screen, and we're going to have 6 more. We've already done 3 of the 6. So yeah, it's a super pretty flower forest, isn't it? I think so. Anyway, it's going to look beautiful when it's done. Looks pretty, thank you. I appreciate it. You know the feeling, yeah. I wasn't even going to do parallax maps at first, but today, well, this week, I decided I'm going to do them. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's just basically something the pros do in RPG Maker, basically, to sum it up. If you want to get more advanced with your mapping, it's going to be interesting. I mean, there's enough guides on YouTube to do it, and it just makes it more time consuming, but I believe it's worth it in the end, because we'll have prettier maps for it. Thank you for the follow, by the way, guys. I super appreciate all those follows. Callow Creation and Kame, appreciate it. But yeah, let's just make sure I do all the commands. So I've done the project command. I'll do those again. That'll lead you to our Twitter where all the news goes. We also have a character command. In this game that we do, anybody in the community that's had a certain amount of hours in the stream gets to be a character in the game. And it's a lot of hours indeed, but it's the way to keep control of the characters, because they all get a special character sheet as well. If you want to see the character sheets in the panels, there's a link to them. And we have 11 so far, but they're just the main characters. We'll have loads of NPCs as well other than those. What language is this? It's JavaScript, isn't it? I think so. It used to be Ruby in the other RPG makers, but it changed. So I'm not really a coder, in all honesty. I just work my way around a bit, I guess. But this is what's so good about RPG Maker. It's like literally anybody can make a game in it. It's very good for people that aren't. It's not too overwhelming, especially as a first project, and for anybody that has an interest in JRPG style games. Cool. Always enjoy watching Dev in RPG Maker. Didn't think to find anyone working on it in Twitch. Nice mapping. Oh, thank you, Swift. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I'm quite happy. This is our very first dungeon area. We've also got a little village. I'll get it open. Yeah, look how bare it looks without the flowers, right? But we've got a little village as well, which doesn't have the flowers, but the forest is called Everbloom Forest, so it only makes sense that there's going to be flowers there, and we're going to have to put them all here as well. It's going to take forever, and it's fun because we're looking at the battle system too, and I've been doing I've been starting my own custom HUD for that, and it's a bit of a mess at the moment, so I haven't shown anyone the battle system today. But next week there'll probably be a bit more progress there. And it's been fun as well, because we've been voting on polls for what enemies to have in this forest as well. And we had like a choice out of 10, and everybody knew which ones they liked best. There was about 3 of them that won, like, quite clearly. And you can also make your own character in this game too. It's a custom hero, and I managed to put that together, so that's one thing I'm proud of that I did. Right. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm quite sad because the stream is coming to an end soon, and I've had a blast, even though all it's been is putting flowers down. It's still been super fun. But I think the first section's almost done. I think I want to fill in a little bit more, but we gotta do this bit, and oh my god, I haven't even got Photoshop open there. We gotta still do that bit and that bit and that bit. I want to put some stuff on the cliffs as well to make it pretty. Yeah. So I don't put a time scale on things. Like, I don't say, oh, this forest is going to be done in 2 weeks' time, because sometimes things don't always go the way you want them to, so deadlines aren't the best. But this game will be released in episodes rather than a full game, so we've basically at the very start, so it's probably going to be a while till episode 1 is released, but it's going to be a lot sooner than it would be if we had to wait for a full game, put it that way. But anyway, guys, I might have to leave you, and I don't want to go, but I might have to. And I hope you've enjoyed the Bear Rose stream, everyone. And we've got a bit of lag, I think. Here we go, I'm here. We have a bit of lag. Yes, okay, so it's time for my dinner. It's almost 6 PM on the dot. But I have a beautiful day. Thank you, coming, and thank you for everyone coming with Tops Raid. I super appreciate you for thinking of me and for all the follows. And I will be back on Wednesday. So we've got a bit of a wait. Normally I do stream Mondays as well. Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. But I'm not streaming for the next 2 Mondays. So it'll be Wednesday, my next stream. And all those flowers will be all done by then, hopefully. And hi Maximum, how you doing? How you doing? But yeah, guys, I've had a blast, and thanks for hanging out and for all the discussions. You're making an RPG, I see. I am Maximum. If you want to see some more, if you want to link to our Twitter, then that's the command for that. And it is in the panels as well. There's some links to other stuff in the panels. You missed it? Yeah. I always end at about 6 PM approximately, because that's when my dinner is, and I'm not sure what time that is for you guys, but in the UK it's 6 PM. And I always start at between 2:30 and 3. So it's, yeah, about 3 hours ago I started the stream today. 1 PM for you. Oh, that's quite early. I was doing that with my wife as well for a while. Oh, that's awesome. It's fun, isn't it? It's a fun little piece of software. But yeah, guys, thank you. And if you want to see any updates or follow the progress of the game, then the Twitter's the place to go. And we do have a Discord as well. We haven't really been on it today, but we do use the Discord a lot for voting on polls and posting suggestions and ideas and all that for the game. And a lot of streams can be have polls in them for voting on things, but we haven't had that today. It's just been more of a mapping stream. If you want to talk shop, you can get hold of me anytime. Oh, thank you very much, Max. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a great Friday, guys, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. And I will see you again on Wednesday. And take care. I'll miss you all.